Lucille Ball, the legendary fiery redhead from I Love Lucy, is a name that sparks joy and laughter. This groundbreaking show didn't just entertain. It revolutionized sitcom comedy. Who could forget the unforgettable moment when Lucy hilariously battled a conveyor belt of chocolates, stuffing them into her mouth with wild determination? But behind her iconic fame lies a story of resilience. Lucille's journey to stardom was filled with challenges, making her triumphs even more inspiring. Join me in celebrating the life of this comedic genius who showed us that laughter truly is the best medicine. Lucille Ball was not expected to thrive in the entertainment industry. Hailing from Jamestown, New York, she faced fierce criticism and rejection early in her career. She was dismissed from drama school and turned away by Hollywood's elite studios, with producers asserting that she lacked the talent to become successful. For much of the 1930s, Ball swung between modeling gigs and forgettable B-movies, earning the dubious title of the Queen of the B's. At every hurdle, the industry seemed to write her off. By the late 1940s, she had a steady platform with her radio show, My Favorite Husband. As a zany housewife with impeccable comedic timing, Ball gained popularity, prompting CBS to tap her for a television adaptation. However, she had one non-negotiable demand. Her real-life husband, Desi Arnaz, had to star opposite her as her on-screen husband. CBS balked at this idea. They doubted that audiences would accept a glamorous movie star like Lucy in the role of a quirky housewife, especially in the context of an interracial marriage with Desi, a Cuban bandleader with a thick accent. The network believed America simply wasn't ready for such a progressive depiction. Undeterred, Lucy and Desi took their show on the road, touring the vaudeville circuit to demonstrate their undeniable chemistry. The audiences adored them, which ultimately pressured CBS into giving the green light, although the network initially had little faith that the show would succeed. Imagine they thought it might be a flop. But I Love Lucy defied all expectations and became a cultural phenomenon. Beyond its humor, the show was a groundbreaking force that transformed the landscape of television. In 1952, in a huge, bold move, Lucille Ball did something that had never been done before on American television. She became pregnant, not just in real life, but on her hit show. At that time, strict guidelines known as the Hays Code prohibited the mention of pregnancy. Television networks couldn't even show couples sharing a bed, let alone imply how a baby was conceived. Yet, there was Lucy, America's beloved housewife, visibly expecting while filming scenes and breaking barriers along the way. Lucille Ball's story is a remarkable testament to resilience, creativity, and the power of love, illustrating how one woman's determination changed the face of television forever. CBS was in a frenzy, and the air was thick with controversy. Advertisers were on edge, and religious groups condemned the show as indecent. The network even banned the use of the word pregnant in the script. Lucy had to say she was expecting. At that time, TV audiences were used to sitcom babies making their grand entrance after vague trips to the hospital. But Lucy Ricardo was about to change everything. Embracing her real-life pregnancy with open arms, Lucille Ball decided to turn her journey into a revolutionary storyline. As she filmed episodes throughout her pregnancy, viewers witnessed authenticity like never before. When she gave birth to her son, Desi Arnaz Jr., the show mirrored reality in a landmark moment. The episode depicting Lucy's on-screen delivery aired on the same day, captivating 44 million viewers, far outpacing that year's presidential inauguration. It was a bold move, one that could have jeopardized her career and the future of I Love Lucy. But instead of outrage, America fell in love with Lucy's authenticity. That birth episode became one of the most watched events in television history, shattering expectations and revealing something groundbreaking. Audiences not only accepted a pregnant woman on television, they wholeheartedly embraced her. Lucille's brave decision dismantled a significant television taboo, paving the way for shows to tackle real-life issues head-on, from Murphy Brown to Modern Family. While pregnancy plotlines feel common today, Lucy's daring step in 1952 rewrote the rules of television forever. She proved that authenticity, not censorship, was what audiences craved. Her gamble not only saved her show but transformed the landscape of television entirely. Moreover, this iconic series also made Lucille and Desi the first interracial couple in American TV history. But Lucille Ball's impact didn't stop there. She became a trailblazer for women in positions of power. Behind the scenes, she fought fiercely for creative control, fair contracts, and equal pay. Lucille wasn't just acting. She was producing, writing, casting, and making impactful decisions on set. Her daughter, Lucy Arnaz, later commented, "My mother understood what it meant to be an outsider. She and Desi had to prove themselves every single day. And prove themselves they did, by creating something truly undeniable." Lucille ascended to become the highest-paid woman on television and one of the most powerful figures in media, regardless of gender. Her influence even reached the corridors of the White House, and decades later, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, embodying the phrase, "Yes, a Latin man can be my husband, and yes, a woman can run the show." This journey was about more than just laughs. It was about reshaping America's perception of representation on screen. After I Love Lucy soared to become the biggest show in America, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz achieved a historic milestone, becoming studio heads themselves. Together, they launched Desilu Productions, becoming pioneers who transformed the industry they once navigated. They were the first to film a sitcom using 3 cameras in front of a live audience, a groundbreaking technique they insisted upon, even when CBS deemed it too expensive. That bold gamble set the standard for TV comedies for the next 70 years, forever altering the way audiences would experience television. In the dazzling world of entertainment, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz didn't just create a beloved show. They changed the very fabric of television, making it more inclusive, authentic, and, ultimately, groundbreaking. Syndication transformed the television landscape in ways no one expected. Back when reruns were seen as valueless, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz envisioned something bigger. They struck a groundbreaking deal. Take a pay cut now but secure ownership of the rights later. This savvy decision didn't just reshape their careers. It laid the foundation for the entire rerun economy we know today. Without Desilu, your favorite shows might never have made it to platforms like Netflix. When Lucille and Desi's marriage ended in 1960, the world anticipated the collapse of Desilu Studios. Instead, Lucille Ball stunned everyone by buying out Desi's shares in 1962, becoming the first woman to take the reins of a major Hollywood studio. But she didn't merely hold the fort. She transformed Desilu into a powerhouse of creativity. Under her visionary leadership, Desilu became the birthplace of iconic shows like Star Trek, Mission Impossible, The Andy Griffith Show, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. But Lucille's ambitions didn't stop at groundbreaking television. She made a bold leap by acquiring RKO Studios, which catapulted Desilu into the realm of the largest independent TV studio in the world. This move shifted the epicenter of the entertainment industry from New York to Los Angeles, where Desilu's sprawling facilities, boasting 33 sound stages and over 500 offices, forever altered Hollywood's landscape. In an era when New York was considered the heart of entertainment, Lucille Ball single-handedly rewrote the rules, declaring that Hollywood would thrive in LA. Not only did she change the physical location of the industry, but she also redefined who wielded the power in Hollywood, all while navigating heartache and adversity. By 1967, Lucille accomplished what many deemed impossible. She wasn't just a star. She was an influential pioneer, the first woman to own and run a major Hollywood studio. She churned out hit after hit, building a legacy that would endure long after her. Yet, with great power came overwhelming pressure. The woman who brought laughter to America was now managing a colossal empire. She had already set the stage, laid the groundwork, and opened doors that had previously been barred. That pivotal year, Lucille made her final major move. She sold Desilu to Gulf Plus Western for $17 million. This sale wasn't merely a transaction. It marked the birth of Paramount Television, a titan that would give rise to legendary shows like Cheers, Frasier, and NCIS. Think about it. The same lot that gave us I Love Lucy would define the next 50 years of television history. Lucille didn't just walk away as an actress or producer. She left as a true legend, handing over the keys to an empire she meticulously built and letting the world thrive in the rooms she designed. Lucille Ball didn't just entertain. She shattered boundaries and redefined what was possible for women, immigrants, and the very fabric of television. So the next time you binge watch a series, sit in a studio audience, or see a woman in an executive role, remember, Lucille Ball paved the way. If this perspective has illuminated her incredible contributions, drop a red dot in the comments to honor the redhead who truly built modern Hollywood. Hollywood may remember the stars, but we celebrate the architects. Subscribe to Hollywood Unforgotten, because some legends aren't just memories, they resonate through every frame of our screens.